Welcome back.
Attention, ambitious entrepreneurs. It's time to revolutionize your sales strategy and boost your business growth. Join us in welcoming the remarkable Deborah Reynolds from About Face Image Consulting with a thunderous virtual applause.
Thank you, Moreno. Lovely introduction as always. Always happy to be here.
Brace yourselves for an exhilarating event where we unlock the modern way to increase sales and help dominate your market. Today, we are going to talk about a topic that's crucial for attracting the right customers to your business. Whether you are self-absorbed and self-centered or not. Deborah, let's kick off this electrifying event with unwavering energy and a burning desire to take our businesses to unprecedented heights. We all know that self-absorbed and self-centered individuals tend to promote themselves constantly. We're here to shed light on why this approach can attract the wrong kind of customers. Those who are weak followers rather than strong leaders, who are decision makers, who will save us time, frustration, make us money, and a pleasure to work with. Point one, you see, when someone is overly focused on themselves, they often lack genuine interest in others. This can make potential customers feel neglected and unimportant, ultimately pushing them away. Building meaningful connections with your audience requires understanding their concerns and empathizing with their needs. Deborah, what strategies do you think small businesses can employ to demonstrate genuine interest and build meaningful connections with their audience?
You know, it's a great question. And so listen, I want the audience to know this is not pre-planned in terms of questioning. Moreno just kind of springs these questions on me and we have this really delightful conversation. So this topic is a really important topic because here's the thing. You could be so focused on yourself that you're ignoring other people and what's going on around you. And you have this lack of awareness of what the needs and wants are of prospects and customers. But what's really important is to consider if you are going to focus on yourself, focus on making yourself better as a human being and offering better service, offering better products, wanting to up a level how you are presenting your business to the marketplace so that your customers can actually have a better experience with you. Now, that comes from a completely different focus of being self-absorbed. This is one of really loving what it is that you do because it provides a great service to other people. It actually makes a difference in people's lives. This is a really important distinction. So it is important to have these really great conversations with your prospects and clients. It is about genuinely, from the heart, genuinely taking an interest in other people, being curious, asking questions, listening, being thoughtful, being supportive and helpful. And then ask what it is that they're wanting and needing. Noticing if they are experiencing your products and services or other products and services that are similar. Ask what their experience has been. Ask what kind of results or outcomes that they want. So you have to ask these deep questions and probe and dig a little bit. And I think what's really important is if you're going to demonstrate genuine interest in people and you're going to build meaningful relationships with your audience, let's consider customer service excellence in a completely different way, almost like a white glove service. This is about raising your own personal standards. And so you're giving a much more genuine, supportive, really interested experience to your clients. They're actually experiencing results in advance, which is that results in advance marketing is kind of the new term that we're hearing in the marketplace right now, where they actually get to see and experience what you're doing. So it's no different than when you go into Costco and you're sampling new food items to begin with, or you go into a winery and you're having a wine tasting. You are experiencing what that product is all about. And that helps you to define whether you want to do business with that company and purchase the products and services. But people also need to have an experience with you as the business owner. They need to have an experience with your customer service representatives. The company that it has the very specific touch, they need that experience. So you have to create that environment to support that experience.
What a great answer to an impromptu question. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Another problem with self-centered individuals is their limited perspective. They tend to see the world through their own achievements and aspirations, disregarding the diverse perspectives of the large audience. This narrow focus can alienate potential customers who have different values and experiences. So, Deborah, how can small businesses ensure they consider diverse perspectives and avoid alienating prospects, potential customers?
So while we as business owners can niche down and serve a very specific niche market, it is really common knowledge from history and from statistics that while we may say that we are working with this particular target market or niche or niche, if it's Americans listening to the recording here, it is important to understand that we will attract people simply because of the product and service and who we are as individuals, our character and our authenticity. So if we're going to consider those diverse perspectives, again, it is all about the conversation, the power of the conversation with the prospects and the clients to see what's going on in their lives. So it isn't simply asking them about their experience about the particular product and service. It is about talking about their life, what they've experienced, what's important to them, what they value and appreciate in life, how they spend their time outside of the workplace environment or outside of the business. Do they have family? Are they traveling? Are they from different countries, different cultures? What do they value? What do they appreciate? Those deeper questions and conversations. This is really important that you take this genuine interest and you start asking. You can sit and observe clients, but you're not going to get as much information without having that deep conversation. And I want to tell a really brief story. So a number of years ago when I was actively speaking throughout North America and I was gone on a plane about 2 weeks out of every month, I would go into various restaurants. I would go into, local neighborhoods to the hotels. I would throughout the airports. And while I'm an image expert, I used to sit and observe people, and we make first impressions when we're talking to people. We formulate first impressions about people based on their conversation, the way they stand, the facial expression, the physical attributes about people. So those judgments can be pretty hard and fast. However, you can sit and observe and formulate a judgment, but then I want you to prove to yourself whether you're right or wrong. And I can tell you that as skilled as I was in getting to know people, I was wrong about 98% of the time on those first judgments. When I then engaged people in conversation to ask them about their life, those first impressions were thrown out the window. The individuals were so completely different than what I thought they were based on their physical appearance and their stance and their posture and what was going on with them. So I wasn't accurate with that. I was not accurate about that. So I can tell you, because I have a lot of experience in this area, I know the majority of you are not going to be accurate when you make your first judgments. So the conversation becomes important. I cannot emphasize that enough. So you can broaden your niche in some aspects, but you want to narrow your niche, but knowing that you're still going to attract people that are going to have different perspectives, different countries, different cultures. This is important because we are now a global business. If you are on the internet, You are talking to people from around the world, different countries, different cultures, different languages. And you want to be able to be as perceptive and sensitive as possible, with the intention of serving and building the relationship and not tearing it down. That's important.
Good story.
Thank you.
Effective communication is crucial for business success, but self-absorbed individuals often dominate conversations and fail to listen actively. This one-sided communication style doesn't resonate with customers who seek collaborative interactions and businesses that genuinely listen to their needs. Deborah, in your experience, what are some of the effective strategies for small businesses to improve their communication and actively listen to their customers?
You know, we probably have taken a lot of sales training. I'm going to make the assumption, while they always say you don't assume, every business owner needs to have some training and probably has taken training in sales. You and I, Moreno, have taken a lot of training in the sales process. I have, learned from a variety of different people globally in different industries, because the conversation and the approach to sales is really different today than what it was years ago. The ones that really care about their customers, that approach the customer with the intention of doing the best thing for the customer rather than making the sale, are the ones that are going to do the best in business. And they're the ones that are going to be trusted very quickly. So you have to be able to serve the customer, and you have to be very skilled at asking the questions. So I talked about the conversation and how important the conversation is. You have to be exceptionally skilled at asking questions and then listening for the cues and digging a little bit deeper and asking, tell me more. And I want to hear more about that. And what has been your experience with this? What do you want with this? What are you hoping to achieve? What kinds of results are you hoping to get? If you ask the right questions, you're going to get the right answers. Then it helps you as a business owner to formulate your products and services to shape it around the client and what they want and need. Now, you might have a cookie cutter product and service, but really what makes things exceptional for clients, that white glove service, is a personalized service and a personalized, customized approach to your clients. One product may not serve every client's needs. It might have to be modified or adjusted properly. I'll give you an example. We just were renovating our downstairs bathroom. My husband is phenomenal at some of the things that he did. We chose some towel bars. We picked up some generic towel bars, Moen brand, nice towel bars. We were looking at the length of them, and I wanted a towel bar on another wall, but it didn't come in a smaller length. So it was 18 inches. I wanted to cut down till about 14 inches, 15 inches. That's a customized approach. My husband had the tools to take the rod and cut it down to fit in the space that I wanted, to create the experience that I want. And sometimes you have to take what you've got and you got to modify it to fit the client and give the client exactly what they need so they succeed, so they get the results that they're hoping for and wanting for. And sometimes the client can't even see what's possible in terms of results. You as the business owner, you have to have the vision, you have to have the insight and the awareness of knowing what is possible with your products and services, where you could take that client. Because if you don't have that vision, that client who could be blocked, could have their limiting beliefs, their limited perspective, they won't be able to see what's possible for them. It is your job to pull that out of a client, to instill what's possible out there, to create this vision, and then to help them get there. If you're just going to create the vision and leave them without the help and the support to get there, you have not served the client well. So you have to be able to fulfill the promise. If you're seeing the vision and you're showing them the way and showing the path of, This is the promise of what I'm going to offer you. You have to be able to provide the foundation and the support to get the client there. Because some clients, in fact, I'm going to say most people, most business owners need the accountability and they need the support. They can't do it all themselves. So they might have internal support from co-workers and colleagues and staff members, but they're going to need the support and the assurance, the promise and the assurance from you as a business owner that you could deliver and create a great experience for them.
Yes, we all want attention and we all want customized solutions. And for that, a prerequisite is active listening. Point 4. Moreover, trust and authenticity play a significant role in attracting the right customers. When someone is constantly self-promoting, doubts arise about their true intentions. Building trust becomes difficult when customers sense insincerity. Authenticity and genuine connections are highly valued by customers. Because they look for long-term relationships with businesses. Deborah, in your eyes, how can small businesses establish and showcase authenticity to build trust with their customers?
Yeah, that's a great question. And it's a really important question. So listen, when it comes to the promotion, the self-promotion, whether you as a business owner, if you're on social media and you're promoting your business in a variety of different ways throughout different media channels, the self-promotion is fine. Because people want to be able to see that you're a real person. But this is not about bragging. This is about showing that you have family, that you're dealing with real life issues like everybody else. So they can see that you're this real, authentic person. So people know that I'm a mindset, image, and transformation expert. I've been in business for over 30 years. But some of the other things that I share and that I want people to know is that I have a 96-year-old father-in-law living with us right now. I caregive. And I also caregive for my niece occasionally who has cerebral palsy. I love to paint. I like to play the piano. I like to go for hikes. I just enjoy my quiet mornings. I have real life issues, problems, and challenges like everybody else. If you go on my website, you can see, because I share the story that I was diagnosed with CLL, chronic lymphocytic leukemia, in 2011. But I also share that I am healthy, that I'm well, that I have a strong immune system, and that I actively work on keeping myself really healthy. And I am healthy. So these are real life experiences because I want people to know and experience that whoever they're dealing with as a business owner is dealing with real life issues, but they're also managing those things really well. If they have gone through all sorts of difficulties and they're not managing things well in terms of their mindset and managing their stress and their well-being, I would be cautious about that. Because I want to see a business owner who is confident, who is credible, who is a real person, who actually can showcase their authenticity by testimonials from their clients, whether they're written or video, that clients have an experience with them and they can trust this person. I want to know that the business person I'm dealing with has solid values and character, that if I come to them with an issue or a problem, they're going to be there for me. That's important. So I also think to showcase the authenticity and to build trust with the customers, you have to have this results in advanced marketing. You need to experience the product and service or see it in action to get the feedback. You want to be able to share information about the company, the story about the company, the story about the business owner and why they got involved with this, how they got involved with it, what are their life challenges, what are their lessons and experiences. As a speaker and trainer, I weave stories throughout my training because the stories of what's been happening directly relates to the customer, where they can go, she gets me, she understands me, because she's gone through the same sorts of things, the same sorts of life experiences, death in family, dealing with cancer, dealing with family members that have got illness, other types of traumas in life, moving, like, we just need to present ourselves as real people that have issues and challenges where we can relate and connect with other people. And I think it's also important from an authenticity point of view of a company. This is not just showcasing the business owner, but if you are a full team and you've got employees in a company, bringing them forward and showcasing them and their gifts and talents as well. If you're a trade company, if you're building cabinets, you're doing countertops, you're building homes, showcase the team that's involved in creating that and putting it together. That's really important. So it's about creating these personal, deeply connected relationships where you actually demonstrate that you have time for the prospect and the customer, and you're willing to have the conversation and do it with joy. I can't hear you, Moreno. Oh, what happened there? Can I hear you now? How come I can't hear you? Oh, there we go.
That was a glitch created by me.
Oh my God. Okay, that's good. That's good. Because I'm looking, I don't think I touched anything here. That's too funny.
Yes, what I said there is that people are hungry for authenticity, and we want to deal with people that we can relate to. Now, lastly, self-absorbed individuals often lack the qualities of effective leadership. They prioritize their own success without considering the bigger picture or the needs of others. As a result, they may attract weaker followers instead of customers who seek guidance, expertise, and visionary leadership. So, Deborah, in your opinion, what are some key leadership qualities that small business owners should cultivate to attract customers, who value guidance and expertise and this visionary leadership?
Yeah. Okay. Well, certainly you talked about somebody who's a visionary and somebody who has an expertise. I mean, if I'm doing business with somebody and I want to know that they're an expert at what it is that they do, they're really experienced. They know what they're talking about. So that's really important. I want to know that attached really closely to that expertise is the confidence. They really believe in themselves. They know their product and service. And they're confident that they can get results for their clients. So I want that sense of confidence there. Consistency. I want to know that they're consistent in their habits and behaviors, consistent in their delivery and their processes, and they're not going to ghost you and disappear, that they're there, they're going to show up. They have this reputation as somebody being reliable and consistent. Congruency in what it is that they're doing. Authenticity, of course, we were talking about that all through the segment today. Somebody who has these great values and strong character, real integrity, that's very important to me. And I believe it's very important to other business owners. So they may not know how to recognize that. And they may also may not know how to demonstrate that in their business. And as an image expert, that's what I help them do, is to refine their leadership skills. So they're living and breathing these really great characteristics throughout their business and throughout their life. They're not just showing those characteristics in one place, but they show up as a whole human being. That's how they live their life. And I want somebody who is, from a leadership perspective, creating a really great business culture. They're doing this with intention, and with the intention to offer service. Business isn't just created to make money, although that's the purpose of business, to make money. But business is created with purpose and the intention of fulfilling a need, providing a service that is missing in the marketplace, that other people are having some challenges because it's lacking. So they are filling that need. and making the whole community, making the world a better place. And I mean, I know sometimes that can sound a little cheesy, but really that's what business is all about. It's meeting the needs of people and creating more efficiency, more ease and flow in life. That is the key about business. And as leaders, how do you pull people together so they actually create this really great environment to serve? That's important.
Yes. So as small business owners, it's essential to avoid falling into the self-absorbed trap. Instead, focus on building genuine connections, understanding diverse perspectives, and prioritizing effective communication. By embodying authentic leadership qualities and placing customers, at the center of our efforts, we'll attract ideal customers, those who are strong leaders, decision makers, and valuable long-term patrons. In conclusion, Deborah, what is your one most salient thought on the importance of building genuine connections with customers?
The one thought. I think this all boils down to refining your character. This is everything to do with your own personal growth and development and your mindset. And with that comes refining your character, who you are as an individual. When you focus on that, so this is not about being self-absorbed, but you're focusing on your character to be the best person possible, to be able to serve and look after other people, in combination with being authentic and congruent in your behavior, in your attitude about life, your perspective about life. I think that's one of the most important things that you could possibly do.
Yes, character. That's what we all need to develop. Dear attendees, the time has flown by and our regular 30-minute online business event has concluded. We want to take a moment to express our deepest gratitude to our exceptional co-host, Deborah, for her invaluable contributions. Deborah, before we part ways, do you have any final messages for our fantastic audience?
Look, if you're going to be in business, it's really important that you get noticed, known, and remembered. And one of the most important ways to do that is for you to get online now.
Yes. As we bring this event to a close, we want to extend our heartfelt appreciation to our silent but awesome audience. We hope you've gained valuable insights along the way. Don't forget to click the link in the event description to join our new and active online group. Stay connected with us, and we eagerly anticipate your presence in our next event.